Good morning, dear students. Hope all of you have watched my previous presentation on normalization. Now in this presentation, I will discuss another example. So let us go to that example. So just see this example. This is an order form and we have many details in this form. So we have order number, we have customer name, customer ID, postal code, PO box, city and phone number, and we have an order date and the details of products in this order form. So we have product code, we have description, we have quantity, we have price per unit, the amount of each product, total amount and discount amount. So there is a customer discount. So for each customer, there is a particular discount given by the shop. So we have the total amount and the discount amount is calculated and the amount due. So the remaining amount. So this is the order form we have. So let us see how to normalize this form. So now this is the unnormalized table. So I have kept order number, order date, customer name, customer ID, postal code, PO box, city, phone, customer discount, product code, description, quantity and price. So when we check this order form, actually we have an attribute on amount and we have a total, we have a discounted amount and the amount due. Okay, so when you just see this table, I did not include these four attributes in my unnormalized table. So the reason is these four attributes are calculated fields. So for example, how we calculate amount? We can calculate the amount from the attribute quantity and from the attribute price. So 100 multiply with the price will give you this amount. So if you have such attributes in your form, I mean calculated columns in your field, in your form or in your table, we will not include such columns in our table. So that's the reason why I avoided amount, attribute, total. Next is total. How we calculate the total? We add these two amounts and we calculate the total. And how we calculate the discounted amount? We have the discount customer discount 3%. So we calculate 3% on this amount and we get this discount amount. So this is also a calculated column. And how we calculate this particular amount? This total subtract, we have to subtract this amount from this total and then we get the amount due. So when you check these four attributes, amount, total, discount amount and amount due, all these four are calculated columns. So I avoided that in my unnormalized table. So we will just include all the other attributes. So these four attributes, since they are calculated columns, that means you can find out from these two columns. If you want to find the amount, we can find out from these two. If you want to find the total, after calculating the amount, we sum up all the amounts, we get the total. And if you want to find the discount, we just perform the 3% on this total amount we get. And how to calculate the amount due? We just subtract this amount discount from the total, we get this one. So just please remember that if you have any calculated fields in your form, please avoid that to store it in a table. We can just use a query to retrieve the values. So this is now unnormalized table. Now we will just convert this table into first normal form. Now what is the rule of first normal form? We have to remove repeating group of attributes. So just check this table. Which are the columns repeated or which are the repeating group of attributes? So we know that for each order we have the product code, description, quantity and price. So these four columns are repeated. So the repeating group of attributes such as product code, description, quantity and price is removed to a separate relation along with the order number, because order number is the primary key of the table. So we have now the original table, order table, and the repeating group of attributes. We remove it into a separate table. Then you identify the primary key of the new table. So the primary key is a composite key with order number and primary code, and order number is also foreign key in this table. So now our table is in first normal form. Now next let us see how to convert it into second normal form. Now what is the rule of second normal form? Second normal form says that remove any part key dependency. So as I mentioned in my previous presentation, no need to check the first table for second normal form in this example, because the first table has the primary key which is not a composite key. So no need to check for any part key relations. So this table is already in second normal form. Now let us go to this order product table. Now you just check order product table, check each of these attributes. So we have to make sure that all these three attributes depends on both keys, not on one key. So let us see. So first take the quantity. So this quantity attribute, we know that quantity depends on the product number and the product code, because we always say for a particular order, this product is ordered this much quantity. So quantity is functionally dependent on both of them. So quantity is not a part key dependency. So we just keep that particular in that attribute in the same table. Now go to description and price of the product. We know that the description of a product depends only on the product code, not on the order number, because even if it is for a separate order, the description will not change. Description is only depending on the product code. Also the price. The price attribute, this is also depending on the particular product, not on the order, because we know that the price of a product will not change according to different orders. It remains constant, it remains same. So we know that we have found two attributes which are dependent only on part of the key. So we say that the attribute quantity depends on the full key, but the attributes description and price depends on P code only, which is part of the primary key. So what we did, we removed the description and the price to a separate table. So now we have three tables: order table, order product table, and product table. So we have now three tables. Next, let us see third normal form. How to convert this into third normal form. Now third normal form, we know that we have now three tables. We have to check third normal form in these three tables. So what third normal form says? Remove any non-key dependency. Okay. So just check this table, order table. We have order number, we have order date, we have customer name, we have customer ID, postal code, PO box, city, phone, and customer discount. Okay. So we know that order date, take order date. Check whether it is depending on this order number. Yes, order number. If you have the order number, we can find out the date on which this order was made. So order date is depending on order number. Then we have customer name and customer ID and the other details of the customer. Now we know that we have found a key, customer ID. From customer ID we can find out customer name, and from customer ID we can find out postal code. Similarly, we can find out postal number, city, phone, discount, etc. So that means there is an attribute customer ID, but it is not a key of this table. The key of this table is order number. So what we have to do? Remove that particular key along with the attributes which is dependent on this particular key, and retain this particular attribute as a foreign key in the original table. So now we have four tables: order table, customer table, order product, and product table. So when you take these two tables, they are already in third normal form. They are already in third normal form. these two are already in third normal form because we don't have any other key, or we can't find a non-key in this. We have only quantity. It is depending on both of them, and in this table already we have the two attributes, and they are not a key, or we don't find a non-key in this table, so they are already in third normal form. Only we converted our order table into normal forms. So hope all of you understood. Best of luck.